So, welcome to the Whovian Wire podcast, everyone, where we go through each episode and dissect it because we're both Doctor Who nerds. I am Alan, and this is Josh, and as a one-off special occasion, or maybe more, we have a special guest today, Hayley. Whoa! So,
whoa!
You know, we're not sad and only have two friends. We have three. So, well, actually, no. Technically, still only have two friends. But still, we have friends. I know, shocker. Doctor Who fans can have friends. So,
as surprising as it is,
Doctor Who fans can also have girlfriends, apparently.
crazy. So we are obviously looking into Army of Ghosts, which is the setup for a two-parter, which is widely known in Doctor Who for being very good. What's your guys' initials going into this? Like, what are your hopes and dreams?
well, she joined me halfway through the episode, really.
Yeah, so I haven't actually watched the full episode.
Well, context-wise, I did explain what happened.
Yeah.
Have you seen the episode before?
Yes.
Okay.
When I was a child.
Okay, so everyone who's listening, enjoy someone's fresh perspective of the episode. Okay, so we'll begin, and we'll see how this goes. We've never done this before, guys, so if it goes tits up, that's why.
What, the podcast episodes or having a third person?
Everything. Right, anyways, so we start the episode with Rose doing a bit of a monologue about like how her life has changed after she's met the Doctor, kind of ramping up, we know Summit ain't right. And after doing a bit of a monologue showing like her life before the Doctor and then with the Doctor, it gets to a bit where she says, and this is my story, and this is how I died. And it's like, whoa, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? So after that, it cuts to the intro. And then we see the TARDIS with the Doctor and Rose getting out and then going to go see Jackie. Assuming after like some time. Actually, the last time we saw was Love and Monsters, I think.
Yeah.
Unless if timeline's fucked up and actually, I don't know, that might have been before or after. No, it must have been after. No, before. Yeah, that's me overthinking. So anyways, Rose then begins to speak to Jackie and like offers a souvenir from space, which is to tell the weather, I believe. It's like if it goes cold, it's going to be cold out or raining out, I think. Yeah, right. Okay, that was only interesting to me, apparently. So anyways, but then Jackie then says, well, she's got a surprise, and everyone is like, oh, okay. And then she's like, well, guess who's coming around? And like Rose is like, I don't know, just tell me. And it's like, your granddad. And it's like, Rose is just like, what? Oh. Which the Doctor's like, oh, nice. And then when Jackie walks into the kitchen to like make a cup of tea, Rose turns around and is like, she's lost it. She's fully lost it. And it's like, it's revealed like Rose's granddad had died 10 years prior. So, well, yeah, Jackie has lost it.
Crazy ass little bitch.
But then Rose goes into the kitchen and like, says, you do know what happened to Granddad, right? He's gone. He's dead. And she's like, of course he's dead. And it's like, huh? So you know? But then...
So you aren't as crazy as I thought?
Anyways, but then this ghost-like figure appears, which is like, whoa.
Crazy.
Even though like Jackie doesn't react, then we explain it gets told that she does react when it first happens. It's like to say it's only been happening 2 months at this point. I feel like everyone's gotten way too laxed about it, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it happens like numerous times a day. It just isn't once a day. It's numerous times.
Also, would you not feel like that's an invasion of privacy as well?
I don't know just me?
I
They think they're ghosts. Sorry.
No, sorry, go on.
Well, no, they think they're ghosts, so they're not gonna like probably be affected.
Right. I mean, literally in this episode, it is literally we see TV clips of people like wanting to get like married to the ghosts and stuff and acting in shows within 2 months. Is that not a bit unusual? A bit fast?
Well, then again, it could be like Jackie's thing where they thought it was someone that they know.
Yeah, like I think there'll probably be like emotional ties to it, especially if they're like, I don't know, masking with someone like.
I mean, to be fair, the doctor does shoot.
Mm.
The doctor does shoot Jackie down because obviously Jackie's like, do you not know his granddad? Like, he's got that cigarette smell, and stuff like that, which the doctor just shoots down. Like, that's you making it up. There ain't no ghost. But anyway, so we cut to Torchwood Institute, who are the people behind the ghosts, and like they finish off the program, and then like they're celebrating achieving a new wattage goal. Was it wattage goal? Like a new milestone for the ghost shifts.
Yeah, I don't know what they were actually celebrating.
Me neither. I don't know if they're wanting more ghosts or. I don't know what. I know, like the doctor questions it, but like, what do they actually want to achieve? Or are they just fascinated in the ghosts?
No, because they said the ghosts are a side effect.
Right.
They don't want ghosts. It's just a side effect. But
No,
it
right.
doesn't seem like
Is
they
it-
are, as they are.
Is it? Yeah, no. Is it my brain being small and actually? We're not opening up for ghosts. We're opening up this
Rift
rift
kind of thing.
to get more stuff in.
Probably that.
Right, yeah, that's my brain just being slow, apparently. So anyways, we then go back to the doctor and flicking through the channels, as I mentioned earlier, and like ghost watching and like ghostly, like people like doing like the weather report, but with ghosts. Like, there'll be more ghosts than usual today and stuff like that. Like, again, people going way too chill. There was a little funny collab with EastEnders where I can't remember her name. She was big at the time on EastEnders, having a row with a ghost because like they've somehow turned it into a storyline of like one of the like the dead stars have come back in, and it's like, what? Oh, okay. I
don't serve spirits. The only spirits I serve are gin, rum, and vodka.
yeah, which
So get out.
I think that's like the only time BBC's actually like used another property for good. Like, but yeah. Anyways, and then the doctor then asks like, when did this all like start? And then Jackie does reveal it has been happening 2 months. But then we go back to Torchwood, and whilst they're like the head of Torchwood, I can't remember her name, and I don't remember her name throughout this entire episode. So
Yvonne.
Yvonne.
Is it Yvonne?
It's Yvonne, yeah.
Who I assume is the head of Torchwood, or at least someone higher up in Torchwood. She's speaking to like some scientists, and like it's revealed that there's a massive sphere which is just floating in the middle of a room. We don't know what it is yet. They don't know what it is yet. Apparently they're just watching it full time, so they know something's up with it, but we don't know what. But then,
I mean, yeah, it just hovers there. It's just standing there.
it's just spooky. But yeah, and then we see one of the scientists like try and go up to it and like reach to it, but I thought it looked like it kicked him back. Well, not kicked him back, but like as if it had a field around it. But they make out it's scary enough where you don't want to touch it. So is it him getting scared, or is it actually him not being able to touch it? Because
I
he
think
goes up the
it's
ladder and like
a psychic thing where he wants to touch it, but then it's forcing him back. Because
right.
obviously it's not meant to exist. It has no mass, it has no anything. So.
Oh yeah, Haley, do the second when you started watching the episode, do chip in to like when you've actually like remember like the scene you've actually seen, be like,
Yeah, I will do.
I actually watched this part. Anyways, and then we see a person we all know is Martha Jones, played by Freema Agyeman. I think it's Agyeman. But it isn't Martha. It's just an employee working for Torchwood. So it is not Martha. Just want to color it. There is no like future appearances from this person in the universe.
Yeah, this character.
Yeah. And we see her texting one of her co-workers like back and forth. Bit of flirtation. Bit of harmless office flirtation. Ooh. But they both come up with like an excuse to leave the office, but apparently everyone working there already knows they're kind of got a bit of a thing going on. But anyway, so both coming up with excuses to leave the office, and then they go to like a bit of like a construction bit of the building, what's still under construction.
I think
And
this is where I started watching.
oh, you did actually.
She chips in.
Oh, to be fair, that's only like 10 minutes in. That's not bad. Okay, you have seen most of the episode then. All right, okay. So yeah, they get to a bit of like the construction bit where Gareth, one of the man and not Martha Jones, go to. He goes in through the like curtain plastic bits, you know, the off limits bit, which not Martha. I'm just going to say not Martha. She's a bit more cautious and like, no. This is, well, it's just a snog. We'll just go back. I'm seeing you tonight anyways. But then Gareth doesn't answer back, and she's like, so she then ends up going in to investigate, and then she's then confronted by a Cyberman. Whoa! Even though I don't think we should have revealed the Cyberman at this point.
No.
I think it should have been a
Big reveal.
yeah, like her screaming. The earphones, if you pick up on them, then fair enough, well done, you know Cybermen are coming. But if you don't pick up on the earphones...
I feel like that's the same with the, what was it? The Rise of the Cybermen episode. If you pick up on cyber industries...
Yeah, exactly. Like, but you can do stuff. You can do stuff like that. And again, if you do just pay attention, it's not a big reveal at the end because you know Cybermen are involved. But I would have preferred, I think, not fully knowing if you didn't pay attention to like the earphones or whatever until the Doctor does the bit later on when you're like, you know. But I don't know. I feel like they could have had a bit more of a jump scare bit.
It's so far meant to be a 10 out of 10 episode. It's gone down to a 9.
Let's have a different rating system, you know, when there's a flaw in the episode. No,
it gets to minus 18.
You guys, I don't know where we went wrong. I think our rating system's a bit off.
Just a bit.
But no, I guess that's just something I guess criticize. Again, I'm not a writer, so I guess I shouldn't be criticizing too much of it. But yeah, so we assume that like she's been killed, like because then it cuts back to those walking into the TARDIS, like saying, according to the paper, they've elected a ghost as MP for Leeds, and it's like, no, or good, or yay. Would that be better or worse? This is a thing. Yeah. Like, we've had some shit people for Leeds, so it could be better. Leeds don't get loved in Doctor at all. The twice it's been mentioned is an MP, literally ghosts for being around for 2 months and we're already getting elected for MPs of Leeds. And second, where are we getting evacuated to? Leeds. And it's like,
you're going to Leeds.
You're going to Leeds. Just a stamp of Leeds, and it's
where
like,
because there's a few nice places.
Right, I'm assuming city centre-ish. Well, council estates of Leeds.
I know, it's like hell.
I'm not gonna lie. It could have been. Let's be realistic. Unless if it didn't film in Leeds that bit, but actually, did they film in Leeds?
I don't know. And this is where I search.
Yeah, this is where I come in useful. Did they actually film on location?
While Josh is researching things, so the reason I started paying attention to the episode was really bad. Was because the lass who plays Martha but isn't Martha in this episode.
Yeah.
And the guy, is it Gareth, that she like goes off to snog? Yeah, I thought them two were in Torchwood, the show.
Yeah, I see.
Torchwood. Bam. And turns out I was wrong about the guy, but I realised that after I saw him again, I was like, oh no, it's not who I was thinking it was. But the person who plays Martha, yes, she is in Torchwood. This man did not believe me.
In my defence, I've only seen the entire series once.
Whereas I've seen it a lot more. So test my Torchwood knowledge. And she is in 3 of the episodes in season 2.
Yes, no, it is.
Correct.
Yeah, was it season 2? Oh.
I think so. When I googled it earlier, it was season 2. I can go check the box set if you want.
6, 7, 8.
No, it's just season 2 came out in what 2007. Martha's series was airing.
I think because she was Martha in the show.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I
No,
think she's been sent
oh
there.
yeah, no, it came out after series 3 of Doctor Who, didn't it? So yeah, it adds up. Did you find out?
That's probably why she also came up in series 4 anyway.
No, that's true. Did you find out about the Leeds filming? Did it?
There was no indication that it was filmed in Leeds.
Damn. So we get hated upon.
And a steel factory in Pontypool.
So we get dunked on. We don't even dare film the scenes in Leeds. Crazy.
Exactly. And again, London also gets fucking dunked on, but they don't record in London. They record in Cardiff.
Touche.
We should go to Cardiff at some point.
Oh yeah. The Whovian Wire.
A live action podcast in Cardiff.
No one appears. Just literally just us two sitting on a bench in public with people walking past.
Just in Cardiff.
Exactly.
But anyways, going back on, we then see a bit of a Ghostbusters gag as like when she's speaking to the Doctor, who just pops up out of nowhere like, "Who you gonna call?" Funny little reference. I like it. I like Ghostbusters. It's a good film.
You've not seen any of them apart from the 2016 one. Apart from 2016. Is it 2016?
No, to be fair,
that's how I felt.
No, okay, no. The all-woman Ghostbusters isn't as bad as everyone makes out it is.
It's not.
I think it just got dunked on because it's not the original cast.
Well, even then, even the new ones are all right.
Funny enough, I've actually not seen the new ones.
I've seen not Frozen Empire, the one before that.
Right.
But it's all right. It's new cast characters, but it's there again. It probably does a bit of fan service by showing the original cast.
But no, the originals are cinema, and you should be ashamed of yourself for not watching them. But this is not two podcasts, not Ghostbusters podcast, so we won't fire you too much on the podcast. We'll do that after. Blah blah blah. Yes, we then see like the Doctor like leave the TARDIS and like start like setting up like the next shift of ghosts. Like he sets up something to like try and trap one of the ghosts. So then they go. Okay. We then go back to Torchwood, like setting up for the next shift. When we see Gareth and not Martha walking back into the room, and it's like, oh, they're still alive. But obviously, we can see the ear pods. What did we call them in Age of Steel? Was it like Loomis pods or something like that?
Loomis pods, yeah.
Yeah, so they're rocking the Loomis Pods Air 2, or whatever you would call them. The equivalent of like Apple. Huh?
Oh, I started searching up how many Ghostbusters films we need to catch up on.
But
and there's only 5, including the woman one.
Yeah, but they only did 2 original ones.
Like Ghostbusters 3 also set, like, then again, I've only seen like part of 2, so I don't know how that ended.
I don't know. Again, not Doctor Podcast, Ghostbusters, so we'll yap about that later on.
Whovian Ghostbusters.
No, Ghostbusters Wire. No. Don't have as catchiness, does it? Also, there's not as much to cover on Ghostbusters, so it would be a very short-lived channel, I think.
Yeah, fair.
At least with Doctor Who, we've got all modern Doctor Who, future Doctor Who, and then if we're desperate, 800 episodes of classic Doctor Who. And then if we're more desperate, Torchwood, Class, and Martha Jones' Adventures. And if we're even really desperate...
You said Martha Jones' Adventures?
Sarah Jones' Adventures.
Sarah Jones.
Yeah. Right. And if we're really desperate, audiobooks. But that's if we get desperate. Even though apparently there's some good audiobooks out there for Doctor Who. Some would say some of the best stories are the audiobooks.
I will become a permanent co-host if the Torchwood thing happens, because...
We are going to rewatch the episodes.
To be fair, we might add it on to the channel at some point, just because it's what 4 series, 3. 4?
4.
Wait,
You've got season 1, season 2, Children of Earth. What's the 4th one?
Miracle Day.
That's it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Which
As you say, don't maybe go check my box set.
No. Oh my god.
It is right.
It is behind us.
Right there.
So you want to go get
No,
it?
I can see it.
Can you?
Oh, there's only 41 episodes of it.
See, we can get. Well, I say that as if we've done already 40 episodes of Dot 2. I think this is our 26th episode. But
I think there's quite a few part 2s in Torchwood as well. To be fair.
Is there? I don't know.
But we might touch upon it at some point in the future if. I don't know if anyone wants to see that. If anyone wants to see Haley as a third co-host for an entire... So we see Gareth and not Martha walking back in, so we know that they're not being killed. Wearing the Loomis pods from the Age of Steel episodes. So they're being used to Summit. But then we go back to then Rose and Jackie speaking together, and like Jackie then says like, "You look so much like him." Which is hilarious considering that she becomes a doctor in the near future. Which, well, again, I don't know if it is actually the doctor she's playing. That's still up for debate in my opinion.
That is not good enough to pronounce for your dyslexic ass.
All right.
Well, I don't think I can pronounce it.
What are you trying to look up?
So I looked up who Freemarchy players, because it's obviously you keep saying not Martha, but
does she even
someone
get
called Adiola?
Adiola? That seems like I don't even remember hearing that name in the entire episode. That must have been a throwaway name, like for credits, surely.
Yeah, I think it got said like once by Yvonne, like towards the end of the episode. So you know when just before they take the Loomis pods out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's still doing the whole ghost shift thing. Yeah, so I think Yvonne says it then to her and is like, "What are you doing?" But like names her and goes, "What are you doing?" And then that's it. But I couldn't remember what the name was. But I could remember that happening. I can remember it being said. I just couldn't remember what the name was.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, okay. That's just me not paying attention while I was writing notes down. But I've already forgotten my name, so I'm just going to keep saying not Martha. So, yeah, no, I just find it funny that there's even though she's talking more just like her manning the console and becoming a bit more like the Doctor in the way she acts because she's traveling with him, but I just find it funny that she might be the Doctor. Might be. I don't think she is the Doctor, in my humble opinion. Have you seen the recent episode of Doctor Who? Regeneration.
What, shooting into?
Yeah.
No, don't think you have. Have you watched any of Shuey Gatwa's Doctor Who?
I know it's not great, but come on. Okay, we'll move on. But yeah, no. Yeah. Before I just lose my shit. Anyways. So
maybe I should have come on to the podcast again.
Sorry. Again, Shooty's era is not great, so I won't judge too heavily. As long as you've seen what?
Are you on about who's playing the Doctor? Are you on about the guy from Sex Education?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen one of the episodes. It was like one of the Christmas specials, like 3 years ago. It wasn't 3 years ago. I don't know how long ago it was.
It might have been 3 years ago, actually.
It's the one with like the foster kids.
Yeah, his first episode, the church. Well, second episode, the Church in Ruby Road.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the only one I've seen.
Okay, so you've seen at least an episode. It's look, as long as you've seen Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, and Peter Capaldi, I'll forgive you.
You've not seen Peter Capaldi.
It's no, I did start watching the Peter Capaldi, but then the guy. So Peter Capaldi reminded me.
Oh, you've said this in the past. Yeah, I remember this. Like, I'll let you off. Well, I don't let you off, but I'm gonna try.
You're gonna watch it.
I will watch him.
Yeah, you will. Anyways, right, we'll move on. Or I'm just gonna go on a tangent of why you've not seen Peter Capaldi yet. So Jackie's showing her concerns to Rose, like saying you've been with him too long, you're starting to not be Rose Tyler anymore. You're starting to be a bit more of a hybrid Rose Tyler. You've been more of a Doctor than Rose Tyler at this point. Which she's definitely trying to be like. Like throughout the episodes, we've seen like bits where she's like, I don't know, tries to speak a bit more like the Doctor, I would say. Would you agree? Or am I just yapping?
I would agree. It's because she wants to go traveling and all that. She literally disagrees with her own mum about it.
Yeah. So anyway,
I feel like Jackie shouldn't really be commenting because she's doing a lot more than Jackie did. No offense to her, but
honestly, dissing Jackie Tyler, crazy.
no, wouldn't you want your kids to do better than you?
Yeah, but she's not worried that she's doing better than her. She's
no,
worried that
she's not
doing okay.
Yeah,
that she's becoming someone else.
Yeah, but she's happy, isn't she? Rose is happy. Is she not?
Yeah, but is she happy if she's turning into somebody else?
Yeah. She's not the same Rose Tyler she was a year ago.
Yeah.
I just thought she was happy. People change when they're happy.
Yeah, but they change into somebody else.
We'll find out when
I don't know. I'm just saying.
It's fine. It's fine. Just study me when I become happy again.
Right. You don't go out drinking at all. I don't know whether to be happy.
Yeah. When you actually become like Jackie, you've changed. No, but anyways, so then the ghost field shift starts again, and the Doctor actually is able to actually capture one of the ghosts. But when he captures it, he's trying to like find the right frequency, I think, or something to like. I don't know if it's to trap it or just locate it.
Locate the origin of it.
I know he does end up locating it, but I don't know if his first plan is to try and trap it. Or was it always just to locate it?
He's trapping it. He's just trapping it just so he can find the location because he already knows that they don't stay for long.
Right.
So I think he's just locating it. The source of why it's happening.
All right. Okay.
I want to know how he knew that one was going to be right there.
That's a good point. I mean, when he went outside, no. I think that's the Senor plot convenient again. Yeah.
Senor plot convenient strikes again.
It's a classic formula for Doctor Who at this point. To be fair, have you ever questioned that in your entirety of ever watching this show?
No, because like I have it on slightly in the background, but then when it comes to the good episodes, I'm watching it.
So we already know that this isn't a good episode according to Josh.
No.
I
said it was a good episode.
But you've only just picked up on it now?
Because I'm actually studying it.
Yeah, no, we are over-analysing every scene now. So, yeah. So, that's gone down to an 8 now.
8.5.
8.5.
Well, stop it from going to the minuses.
We'll let it slide. But anyway, so whilst he's finding the frequency, it goes back to Torchwood, who gets alerted like, oh shit, someone's tampering with the system. So they immediately, stop the shift, and then they track down where the interference came from, and then whilst the Doctor's like going into the TARDIS to go to the origin place of the transmission, the shift, they see on camera the TARDIS, so Torchwood immediately alerted like, oh shit, they're coming to us, which they're giddy about.
Oh, I've actually got another question.
Go on.
Not about this team. So they all call it a ghost shift. I thought, since Jackie's not anywhere near Torchwood, why would she then start calling it a ghost shift?
I'm assuming
that's the official term that they even use out shift.
Okay. Did Torchwood have to announce it to like the Prime Minister or something like that? And maybe the Prime Minister has allocated that name by Torchwood.
Yeah,
maybe.
That feels like it's probably correct.
Or people have just started calling it that because there's only like 2 minute intermissions, so I don't know. They call it a ghost ship. I don't know. I'm gonna yap and make out that Torchwood has spoken to
Send your poor convenience.
Now it's an 8.
At this point, you better put a counter just in the middle, just like.
This is how we rank an episode. Just loses a point every single time we don't agree with something.
It's not the perfect episode.
So, anyways, when the Doctor's then like setting off, he says the famous line for the first time, Alonzi, whoa! Which is the beginning of him countlessly saying it. Literally, in this one scene, he says Alonzi like 4 times. He even says, I need to then find someone called Alonzi. I need to find someone called Alonzo so I can say Alonzi Alonzo. Which I didn't know he actually had in mind the second he started using that saying.
Oh, you don't remember that? That's actually one part I do remember from. Like, what's going on?
I assumed he got like I thought he would eventually say it after like a few times. I didn't expect him to actually say Alonzi for the first time and then just randomly turn around to Rose and be like, I need to find someone called Alonzo. But that's just me again, skipping over it. You know, you skip over how the ghost got in the trap. I skip over that apparently. Right. Anyways, but yeah, so the Torchwood knows that the Doctor's coming, which they get giddy about, which you wouldn't think they would be giddy about. At least from what we know about Torchwood at this point.
Well, Torchwood is set up to try and trap aliens. Who's the number one cause of that? And who's the number one target?
Would you not fear the Doctor at this point?
No, because they're trained on it. They're trained on catching them. Sure, it might be a bit scared.
Yeah, to be fair, they did a shit job considering that he walked in the trap pretty much himself. Like,
Fair point, but still.
Yeah, so anyways, so when the Doctor lands, a bunch of guards surround the TARDIS with guns, and then like he sees on the monitor as well. Again, he walks into a trap willingly. But then when he steps out, he immediately surrenders, but he leaves Rose and Jackie in the TARDIS, so, you know, they don't obviously get caught in case if, for some reason, they do just decide to open fire. But then the Yvonne runs up to the Doctor, again, very giddy, and like even applauds him. Again, which, to say he's meant to be a prisoner, they're applauding him, by the way.
Also, if they do actually open fire, there's already like a force field around Doctor anyway.
Well, okay. Does he always have this answer? Like, does he always have that on?
I would say that he probably has it on since he's going into a place called that's.
And also,
to kill him.
And if that's the case, he's only ever had it on since the 9th Doctor, because the 7th Doctor died by just stepping out the TARDIS and getting shot. So that means that there's not always.
I thought it was fixed because of Jack.
Was it fixed? No.
I thought it was fixed.
Okay, well, all right. Well, yeah. So it might have had it installed, but they didn't have it installed for the 7th Doctor because when he walked out into New York, one foot out the TARDIS, he got shot down by a gang. So they don't always have it on.
I thought it was fixed during season 1. That's why I thought it was series 1. I mean,
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was something what could be fixed or if Jack and the Doctor did install it. I don't know.
Probably it's not.
Are we geeking out? I'm sorry, here. We're just geeking out over most like we're geeking out over a force field.
How much power does this force field use? How can I create one?
How can they shoot if the Daleks can't even? No, but anyways, so yeah, the Doctor goes out, hands up. And then, yes, Yvonne.
Yes.
Yvonne, like, pretty much starts applauding and even gets the guard to start applauding. But then she's like, well, we know the Doctor, and there's always a companion with the Doctor. So the Doctor's like, you got me. So he reaches in and just grabs Jackie, thinking it's Rose, and it just pulls her out and like, this is Rose Tyler. And then just looks to the right and sees Jackie, and it's like, but which he is unnecessarily rude to. I went traveling with her and then she looked into the vortex and aged 57 years. Which even Jackie says, I'm 40.
Yeah, a bit deluded.
Honestly, absolutely foul. But you know, he's got a reputation to uphold, so Even though Sarah Jane was older than Jackie, but he said that he offered to travel with her again, didn't he?
He did.
But then again, I guess he's never been. I guess again, Jackie's not exactly. He's not exactly the fondest of Jackie. At least he's not.
I mean, Jackie was pretty fond of him. I mean, at the start, she grabbed her and kissed him.
That's true, but
oh yeah, you missed that part.
Jackie, yeah. It was some relation. No, but I think it's more. I think that was more of a "you got my daughter back safe" kind of kiss. I think at this point, I generally think as long as you don't take a year and she comes back in one piece, I bet she just looks at the doctor like, "Oh my god, thank fuck." Oh boy, will that change by the end of this episode?
Well,
works. Kind of. Spoilers. Anyway,
a 20-year-old.
Yeah, at this point, it's your fault.
Oh, 20 years.
Anyways, yeah. So Torchwood then likes to show the doctor around and like showing off like weapons like a particle gun, which the doctor's like, "You shouldn't have this yet." Which I don't even know. Did they say where they found that, or did they actually build one?
I thought it was remnants of the what's the ship from Christmas Invasion?
Oh, they did bring up the Christmas Invasion. Did they? Did it? But
they salvaged the pieces of different ships.
The sacrifice, though. If they salvaged the ship and used parts of it, then maybe yeah.
Yeah.
But then
they
again,
use of different ones.
Right. There's some
I think it's also the same with the Slovene ship as well.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Because yeah. For fair, yeah, the Slovene ship is just left in London. But yeah. So then we see not Martha. Then we see not Martha, though another employee into the upgrade bit of the building by just saying, "I've got a surprise for you," something like that. So she can act human-ish to like, not just sort of be a blank robot person. So she makes out, there's a surprise. I don't know if that's meant to be a bit of a sexual surprise or like a gift. I don't. Because the guy's a bit concerned because obviously everyone in the office knows that not Martha and Gareth was...
God, what is he thinking now?
Boy. Which then he does go, so scumbag?
Well, they do. I mean, they work together. There's a level of trust, clearly, because they're both under like a government thing.
Yeah, and then the doctor then gets told, "Oh, you are a prisoner for Torchwood now," and like how it gets kind of like brought back up, like how like Victoria started this institution in 1879 to pretty much imprison aliens, especially you. So it's a very welcoming prison, to be fair, which the doctor's unfazed by as well. Like, which it gets brought up because
probably knows how to escape.
Yeah. Again, it's the doctor. When does he actually ever get caught?
Yeah,
I mean,
manages to, like...
when in the 13th Doctor, she puts herself up to go in prison.
Exactly, though. Puts herself up.
But she never wanted to escape. Never wanted.
Was it not want?
She didn't want to escape originally because it puts her friends and stuff in danger.
Oh. Again,
I think.
I for stories, for Jodie's,
Again, it was during a Christmas episode that I even knew that she was in prison because I didn't watch the entire season.
Wait, was it the was that a Christmas episode where she's in prison though?
New Year's episode or something, because I stopped doing Christmas episodes.
Oh, was it Fugitive of Shadoon, that episode?
No.
Because I swear that's when...
because I believe the Daleks get refurbished into like these emergency...
No, but didn't Captain Jack break her out of prison?
Yeah.
And he's in the episode with the... what do you call it? The Fugitive Doctor, which I think is called The Fugitive of Jadoon, I believe.
Yeah.
That's not a Christmas or New Year's special. I think that's a part of the series.
Well, when she breaks out, though, because it's a separate episode.
No, I don't think. I think Jack breaks out.
I only saw this one episode, to be fair.
Right. No. Yeah. I mean, again, we could just be yapping.
Carry on with the episode.
Right. But yeah, so then the Doctor like gets shown the sphere, which
I was right.
I like it.
Yeah, no, it's in the Revolution of Daleks where she gets broken out of it.
Is
which
that
was a New Year special?
Was that New Year special?
She gets put into prison at the season finale.
It's the 2021 New Year's special.
Oh, I thought it was episode 1 of series 12. Crazy.
Well, episode 0 technically when it goes
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to episode.
Yeah, no, I thought that yeah. Yeah. Again, I don't pay as much attention to that era, so I generally think I only actually know like 3 episodes names of Jodie's, where I can pretty much tell you every episode name up to like Peter Capaldi.
Go on then. Sorry.
No, we're doing this on Thursday night. We're going to do that website where we.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna lock in. We're gonna lock in. Honestly, me and you geeked out. We geeked out so hard when we found out there was actually a website where we could do that. We did actually quite a good job as well, I think, and especially now.
I think it was under a timer as well.
Yeah, and I think now that we're literally doing the podcast as well, we're gonna like fully know the episodes. At least I will by list.
But, yeah.
Well, at least
we should do it again.
We should at least know the order up to series 3 by that point. Should. I genuinely won't remember. To be fair, I haven't actually done the title sequence since series 1. You skipped the title sequence?
No, I mean for the podcast. But I haven't said like the intro.
Whew. I thought you skipped
the intro.
Right, I thought you meant you've been skipping the intro. Of the Vortex intro of every episode of Doctor Who, and it's like, you criminal.
And you skip the next time things in the credits.
Yeah, because that's next time. That's just a spoiler for next episode.
Proceeds to watch the last episodes next time. Contradicting yourself, I mean.
I think it's like, okay, fine. Fuck you.
Defend yourself.
I would like to say
we broke him again.
We really did break him again.
I would like to bring forwards I don't know. I used to watch Next Time things, don't get me wrong. I used to watch the Next Time when it was airing. I'm not disagreeing with that. I just don't watch them for the podcast we watch. I like the fresh perspective going into the episode for the podcast we watch. Like, I know what happens in pretty much every episode of Doctor Who from now on. But, so there's no need of a Next Time. Well, guess what? I'm going to cut all this out so I look not foolish.
Oh, I've got OBS playing. There's no point.
What? Right. Anyway, we've gone on a massive tangent. Let's just actually get back to the episode. So anyways, so the Doctor sees a sphere, and immediately he knows what it is, and like, so what is it? And the Doctor's like, this is impossible. It's a void ship. It exists in like the vessel, like between space and time. It doesn't exist in space and time. It's built to like withstand existing just in the power, like in between paradoxes. Like, it's. You good?
I was saying it. I was closing the tabs.
He keeps reading other things, and it's really distracting. So I keep getting rid of them.
By the end of the episode, there's going to be about 13 tabs.
Right.
Of random shit, which will all be my fun facts of the
episode. But yeah, no. So he knows he knows what it is, and like he don't know what's in the vessel ship or the void ship, but he knows it shouldn't be possible. Which does that mean he's seen? Well, he must have seen one before. But then why would you be saying it's impossible?
Impossible for it to be there.
But you don't know if it's a Dalek thing, does he? I don't think. Unless if he's just not revealing it. So, in theory, he can't say that. Unless if he just generally believes like this architecture should just not exist.
I believe it's impossible for it to be there.
Right.
With zero mass and everything, because
True. Yeah, to be fair, I guess they have just pulled it out through the rift. So I guess if it wasn't intended to actually. But then what was the point of a ship then? Is it literally just a. And how do you get out then? Because
I think it's from there to go.
Because it makes out.
He says that someone can go in there and then explore the void.
Yeah, well, there's nothing in the void, but we make out like you could literally be in this whilst like the Big Bang happens, everything. Like we make out pretty much this ship is. I guess it is impossible. I guess the ship is just impossible to be there.
Yeah, it should never be in the void.
But then we we see that the Not Martha did succeed in getting the guy into the construction bit, which he screams, and we can see that he's been upgraded to the Luma pods.
2.0.
2.0, sorry.
Second generation.
They're even better than ever. They go straight into the ears.
Straight into your brain.
But yes, and then we see those sneaking out of the TARDIS and putting on a lab coat, and she takes even the psychic paper to try and trick people. But then the Doctor then starts to examine like just the blank wall, which is very famous for next episode. It's just a blank wall right now, but it's has a lot more meaning next episode. But then he's like, so what set up this place? And it's like Torchwood like reveal like, oh well, this is actually a bit of like a space anomaly. Like we detected it through radar, and this one bit is like where the rift happened. Like this is where the rift is. Which makes me question, how did they move the sphere downstairs then? Unless if the rift is that big that it appeared downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, they built stuff around it, didn't they?
Yeah,
so I'm guessing...
even though they make out the building's Canary Wharf, so what would have to be there years then at that point.
Senor plot convenience.
Damn!
He did the thing!
They're getting too sloppy now. This is at least a 7 now. No.
No.
6.9.
Did you say 6.9?
Yes.
At least he's doing our humor. He could have knocked it down 0.2 decimals. So we'll appreciate what he's done. So, anyways. But then the Doctor then delivers like the perfect line, which I will butcher compared to how he does it. But it's like, so fine, we breach, probe it, and the sphere comes through 600 feet above London. Bam! It leaves a hole of I'm already butchering it. A hole of fabric in the reality, and that hole you think, oh, shall we leave it alone? Shall we back off? Shall we play it safe? No, you think? Let's make it bigger. He does a brilliant line. I butchered it compared to how he delivers, but
he agreed. He says it there. They come through and they've just built around it. He said it then.
But how long has it been?
You just quoted it.
Okay, yeah. Which I forgot about. But how long has it been there then? Because Jackie then realizes this is Canary Wharf building, which would mean it had been there for years at that point. If they built up around it. Or is this another Senor plot convenient bit? Again, I think we might be questioning it a bit too much. I'm not going to lie, Chief.
I spelled that wrong. I spelled that very wrong.
Pull the calculator up.
Yes, since we are calculating Canary Wharf.
Let's actually do the math. That's how nerdy we are. We're going to do the math of how it's physically possible. I feel like this is just another like you're meant to look over. There's not going to be an actual explanation, is there? There's not going to be an explanation, is there?
The construction began in 1988. Wait, what if I type in Doc 2? Will they come up with a song?
Probably.
I mean, someone must have questioned it. Well, knowing us, we'll probably have the first people to question it.
It doesn't say on.
Yeah,
it started in 1988 and completed in 1991.
Send your plot convenience. I guess we're just going to have to look over that as well. Even though they actually talk about how it just appears in the air.
Then again, it could have been. because they keep it very secret. And Torchwood has been around since 18.
Yeah,
18.
Yeah, like they've been around 120 years at that point, 130.
Yeah. So
we've had this, but again, we're looking way too into it for no explanation. So you're saying they've had this sphere floating for 30 years, and you've had someone.
That's probably why the guy's so pissed off down there. That's why Margie's so
right,
pissed off.
But did it bring your kids to work day and be like, wow, that sphere looks cool, and it's like, hey, do you want to watch it for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
That's where the depression started in Jimmy. No, anyways, but then they're about to like start up the ghost shift thing, which the Doctor then like pretty much like whoa, no.
No.
So, and then they're like, we're not gonna like. He tries to explain like every single time you're opening it, you're causing a more of the rift to open. You literally causing a massive crack in reality. So every single time you open it, there's a chance like you're gonna just break reality. So, but we don't listen to the Doctor, so he just gives up and literally sits down and like gets really like sarcastically enthusiastic about the rift opening, to the point where she gets obviously chickens out and like cancels it. Like she's like, okay, we'll listen to the smart guy in the room. Again, you would though, wouldn't you? If you, especially with how much they know about the Doctor, you gotta respect him, even though he's meant to be your prisoner. You gotta respect that he knows more.
Yeah,
he could call them geniuses if he wasn't in the room.
Exactly. But he's the only one who's got justifiably a big enough ego to justify it. Like, he's smart enough. Like,
yeah.
Let's be real, he has more knowledge than everyone in Torchwood combined about.
Exactly. So anyone to have, so anyone to actually have a, but anyone to actually have a big enough ego, but can justify it, it would be him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, she cancels it because, again, he is the smart one in the room. But then Rose sneaks into the lab and sees the sphere, and yeah, she gets like obviously a bit not transmitted, amazed by it. What I can't, I'm losing English apparently. She gets
Hypnotized?
Yeah, like not hypnotized, but she gets lured by it. Like she's interested in it. Yeah, she's. It's only as one of the scientists like come up behind and like question like, you know, where is she? Like, who is she? What are you doing here? Which she tries to make out she's here for the Doctor as a, what was it? Not psychologist. A scientist for some reason. That she was going to do something with the Doctor, just to find the Doctor, I think. But then when he like asks for like, you know, ID, she obviously pulls out the psychic paper and then gives it to him, and he's like, everyone at Torchwood has psychic level 1 training, so this is just a blank piece of paper, and it's like, fuck. But then when he locks down the room, because again, this person's just appeared in Torchwood building, you know, probably a very highly protected building, so, you know, it would be a red alert kind of situation. So they lock off the room, but then when he's about, like, the scientist, like, asks someone to, like, alert staff, something like that, but then it's revealed that it's Mickey, and it's like, whoa, Mickey's back. Which isn't possible. Well, shouldn't be possible, because he was left in Parallel World.
How long has he been there?
It must be a few months at least. Oh wait, are you talking about at Torchwood, or do you mean how long has he been gone?
At Torchwood.
I've surely only a few days.
Because he goes under the name Sam. Or
Sure.
Samuel.
Well,
Or Samantha. I'm not sure.
Then this couldn't have been, the Sophia could not have been there for ages, because he knows about the Sophia appearing, and that's why they do it. Yeah. And if the rift is the thing what caused the sphere to appear, you're saying that ghosts have only just started to come through after they've literally probably cracked it open insanely wide. That means they've only been doing it for 2 months. So it's only been there for a maximum of 2 months.
Do you mean the building? Or...
No, the sphere.
Because they said the building. They built the whole thing around it.
Okay, right. I know. I'm arguing some of what Kai
didn't build around it.
Exactly, they didn't. But then they do say themselves they built it.
Yeah, I know we're arguing for the sake of no reason because it's just not going to get answered. Like it's got looked over, and like I know like no one has probably ever thought. I've never thought this watching it. I think I'm just again. It's yeah, no, we're looking too much into it. I think again, no one who watches Doctor Who has probably ever put this much effort into actually thinking about how this sphere has appeared.
Culture.
I don't even think they have. Probably not. I don't know. We'll move on again.
Because they asked you about the questions about Miracle Day. Like, why wasn't the Doctor there at all during Miracle Day? And that went on for a good 6 months.
To be fair, though, that is a good thing to question, though, compared to this. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I can always cut, don't worry. Unless if it's like...
Do you need to take it?
I'll bring it back after we're done.
Right, so, yeah, so... But no, like, the Miracle Day stuff, like, that's at least something quite, like, good to question, because that was a big, significant event. I guess the sphere appearing, you could overlook it. And also, Jackie does actually tell the Doctor off for not being there day one when the ghosts appear. Because she's like...
Then again, he's not a telephone. It's literally a phone box.
Yeah, she could have rang, she could have rang Rose, like...
rang Rose.
Yeah, like, there's these ghosts here? Why didn't... Wait, actually, why didn't... Like, no, okay, no. We're bringing up. We're gonna end up bringing down the rating of this episode for no reason.
It's because she was entrapped by the fact that her dad. I'm assuming it's her dad that's the granddad that's come back from the dead.
Mm.
Right? She's just, happy that he's back. So she's not gonna phone Rose and be like, "Come fix this," because her dad's back.
But they didn't know they were.
She's deluded.
Yeah, she deluded herself though after a few visits. Again, the visits only last like the visits only last like 2 minutes. So you're saying, oh, there's a situation. Oh, I know literally an alien who could probably help this from happening. Let's just call him up. Again, right? No.
This is how annoyed we get as well. You understand.
Right, no, the thing is...
She's happy that she's seeing some form of her dad again. Even if it's like 2 minutes at a time, she's seeing her dad again. She's not thinking logically, she's thinking emotionally. She's going, oh my god, my dad's back.
After how many times?
Probably the first time, let's be real.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, no one probably in Event 9 has probably questioned this much about this one episode, especially the fact it's not even Doomsday. We're questioning the first part. Doomsday has been overanalyzed by like 1,000 different YouTube accounts. I don't think many people actually have talked about the gaps in this episode as much.
Until now.
We ask the questions no one else dares to answer. But we'll move on just because we will literally just implode. But yeah, so
blah.
Blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no.
We've been at this for an hour and a half, I think.
What? Don't say that. I gotta edit this. Yes. So they locked down the room it's revealed that Mickey's still with us, like pretending to be one of the scientists. But then, whilst the Doctor's speaking to the head of Torchwood, Yvonne. It's the ghost swift starts up. So Yvonne runs out and like says, "Guys, stop it! I didn't request this to be thing." But then, obviously, they're all now being one by one being upgraded to be Cybermen.
Cyber servants.
Yeah, which the Doctor realizes when he sees the earplugs. So he's like, "I'm so sorry," and then just kills everyone in the room. Which they're like Jackie and Yvonne are like, "What are you doing?" It's like they're already dead. We're still even annoyed with him, even though they're already dead. But I guess if he didn't know at that point. But then Yvonne does rip out the earplug and see the thing going into the brain, which I guess might have been I mean, that must be agonizing.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't feel it.
Well, I mean, you hear them. Yeah, you literally hear screaming. They've obviously.
But at the moment, because that's what Simon are. They are.
Oh yeah, no,
they don't
yeah,
feel anything.
The second it's been done, you're not you anyway. You're dead. But I don't know. But yeah, so the doctor then realizes like there must be a transmitter in this room, no, in this building. You got something to say?
I mean, they are still there because even when when the doctor puts all their emotions back and sees them, they let them see themselves at the end of the Age of Steel. Yeah. He goes, "I'm so sorry."
So,
they are still there.
Did he have to kill them?
Then I think he couldn't get the things out without killing them because it is attached to their brain. Imagine trying to pull something out of your brain.
To be fair, they literally implode when we realise what they are. So I guess they are pretty much dead either ways.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, fairs. But yeah, so the doctor then realizes there must be a transmitter in the building, so picks up on the signal and like goes to hunt it down. But then this is like when things start to build up. So the sphere starts to like show life. I don't know if it starts to shake or the monitors start to go off. Like, there's actually shit going on right now with the sphere, which hasn't had any activity in ages. But
until now,
which Mickey starts comfort Rose and be like, "Oh, don't worry, we fought these before." Which, to be fair,
I mean, Rose technically has.
Rose technically has. Mickey does think it's Cyberman though.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, he had a plan, and it would have been a good plan.
I mean, his thought process, yeah, he does think that it's Cyberman. It's understandable. But then at the same time, he says, "Oh yeah, Emperor Cyberman and all that. It was all created by Loomis." And Loomis died.
Yeah.
He saw Loomis die.
Yeah. It was just a little bit like, but it's not horrendous, so it's fine.
Okay, good. Yeah, he saw Loomis die. So then why would he think that it's an Emperor Cyberman when the Emperor, well, in quotation marks, he's dead?
I don't know,
because
because
he thinks that someone took over after Loomis. He had like a second in command.
Yeah, and to be fair, at the end of the episode Age of Steel, don't we literally go and hunt down Cybermen or something like that?
They go to get the best of them.
So I guess and that's when we realise they've all come over to this universe.
They vanished.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like an Invincible. Obviously, Thrag wasn't the Emperor from the start.
Right.
Mike says the other guy, I can't remember his name.
Argyle.
That one? The one that has the skull, that Thrag carries the skull round of.
Argyle.
Yeah, him. Right. He was obviously leader, big bad, scary man.
He looks a bit like Conquest. Argyle.
That's just not what I was trying to talk
about.
I know. But like, yeah, so he was obviously big bad scary man, leader of the Viltrumites, right? He dies. He then obviously has a successor, which is Thrag, like any army would, including the Cybermen. So that's probably what I'm thinking.
Fair.
If you can't tell, we're nerds about more than just Dot 2. Just a little Invincible tangent.
The thing is, that's the second time that Invincible has been brought up in this podcast.
Well, I needed to explain it to you in terms that you'd understand, and I knew you'd understand Invincible terms.
Fair.
Fairs. Right, but yeah.
Ooh.
So when the doctor's like...
Imagine if I just started talking about Roman Empire instead.
Hey, everyone's got their own...
Yeah, yours is Invincible.
Okay. So yeah.
No, this is more funny.
True. So yeah, whilst the doctor's finding the transmitter, Yvonne goes with him and then gets two guards to also follow. And then when they get into the building bit, where the transmitter's coming from, they get surrounded by the Cybermen, which they do try and run away, but again, they get surrounded. So they get taken to the control room to start the ghost shift, which we then start to see all the ghosts, well, apparently more ghosts than ever recorded appear. And then the sphere starts to open. Again, it's building up to the end. So, and it's revealed that all the ghosts are actually millions of Cybermen, which is like, oh shit. And we go then back to the sphere being open, and the Doctor like asks like, they asked one of the Cybermen like, so like, how did you get the sphere here? Like, how did you make the sphere? Like, you know, and the Cybermen
that's beyond your technology.
Yeah, and the Cybermen like, that's not ours, Chief. Which kind of is a bit of like a fallback to the Bad Wolf when the Doctor asks the Empress of the Daleks, what's Bad Wolf then? Like, it was like kind of like I don't know. I felt like I had that kind of vibe where it's like, so did you have something to do with Bad Wolf? And the Empress is like, that's not us.
That's just RTD writing for you.
Yeah, I know it is. I just feel like there's it felt kind of that semblance to it, like, I don't know, because then what is the big bad of the sphere? But yeah, and then it is revealed. But yeah, so then obviously Mickey gets ready with his gun. Now, don't worry, boys, I'm prepared. But then it gets revealed that it is in fact not Cybermen, it's Daleks. Oh shit! And then that's the end of the episode of part one. It's a very good episode. I mean, what are you guys rating it? What's your thoughts, opinions?
I don't know. The amount of times it went down, it's like -17.
-17. I said -15, so it kind of lines up. No.
Do I just go with mine?
No, right. Okay. Before we really overanalyze speaking, what's your actual opinion? Like, what's your rating for this episode? Like, in general.
8.5.
I've given it an 8. What's yours, Haley?
I've got like an 8.
It's which is very good for a first part. When it's mainly set up, it shows. But to be fair, at the end of the episode, where it's all getting set up, it's like, oh, that's.
What did we give? Rise of Cybermen or not?
Oh, what, the 7? Did we give it a 7? 6? Maybe.
I think 7 because we actually watched it. I liked it originally, but then you actually oh, you know what?
Yeah,
shit's cooking.
I think I think we either gave it like a 7. I think we gave it a 7, but we always do say when it comes to like two-parters, it's more of an overall ranking. What like it can be like this could be a 5 out of 10, but if it's setting up for a 10 out of 10 episode, it's justifiable. So. But to be fair, if we're giving this an 8, that just shows how good of a two-parter this is. Right.
I think for me, it was kind of like, I've watched episodes with you and not got invested and then not wanted to film a podcast afterwards. Whereas this one I at least got invested in and then also decided to come on the podcast. So I was like, I've got to rate this kind of high, like, compared to other ones I've seen.
Right, well.
To fair, you have to catch up. You have to catch up on a lot.
You do. Yeah, you do. You haven't.
Or you're just going to stay here for like just a few hours. We can't do Wonderman.
Just randomly appears. Really confused. No. We'll really confuse her and get her to be a part of the Heaven Sent episode. Well, I've seen anything else, just the Heaven Sent for Peter Capaldi. Really confuse the fuck out of her. Or better yet, Hellbent. So the episode after Heaven Sent.
Doctor.
Oh. No, but I feel like you could. No, but she's seen. Oh my god, that's a good episode though. That's. I feel...
even better than Minisode Night of Doctor. You have no idea what we're talking about here.
The Day of the Doctor You rule, right?
The 50th anniversary. It's got Matt Smith, David Tennant, and John Hurt.
Probably, but I don't.
Oh, that even hurts to say. Probably that's meant to be like a core memory. You're pushing your look, Scoob. No, anyway.
Time I was just jump through the screen and just grab their answers. Just pause it back and answers it.
There's a neat thing about that new monitor. I can do this. No, right. Anyways, it's time for everyone's favorite bit of the podcast. Or no, I don't know anymore. Alan's fun facts, baby. Woo! Wow. Haley,
it's a running thing now.
Haley, do you want to stay on and Josh can leave? Yeah.
No.
No, not when Doomsday's around the corner.
I'll leave after that.
I'm trying to think of like the next bad episode after Doomsday. No, Gridlock? No, actually, no, that's quite a good episode, I think.
It's alright.
What's a bad episode in Series 3? There's not many, to be fair, in my humble opinion. What's a bad episode?
Controversial, but blank. I'm taking this.
Oh, fuck it, bro. We would have gotten cancelled on the spot.
It's one of my favourite episodes, let alone I can't fucking type. Oh, why do I have the
calculator up again?
Because I'm about to calculate bad episodes also. Fuck.
One sec, I'm trying to think of bad. Would you say the Lazarus Project?
No,
bad?
I quite like that one.
I don't think it's bad. CGI obviously is horrendous, but
42.
Yeah,
Well,
actually.
Maybe Dark's Manhattan Evolution Darks. Shakespeare Code?
Well, Shakespeare is actually quite a good one, I would say, in my humble opinion.
Is it?
The Dalek 2-part is a bit of a stinker, in my opinion. But again, I said that about the Cybermen 2-part, so maybe going back to it, I might love it.
42, I wouldn't like.
42,
like.
To be fair, I think that's. I'm not going to lie to you, that might be one of Chris Chibnall's best episodes he's written.
Yeah, Chris Chibnall's best.
Which isn't saying much. Yeah, no, it's not saying much.
Showrunner.
Like,
I'm not
42.
When it came to Chris Chibnall, the Angel episode in series 12.
Village of Angels.
I quite like that.
That's actually quite good. That's
It's
a
the
good
episode, I think.
But it's all continuous, isn't it, for Flux?
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a continuous.
Is it Flux?
Yeah, it's Flux. Where the Doctor turns into a weeping angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of Flux. Episode
4
or 5 of Flux. But that's a good episode, if that's even written by him.
Fair.
Which I think it would have been, because how could you bring a writer on to even fucking try and do Flux when there's like 5 different storylines going on?
Yeah, Once Upon a Time and then Village of Angels. It's like the only 2 I watched.
It's a bit, to be fair, that is a good episode. That actually might be a good episode. Power of the Doctor as well. It's not a bad episode, to be fair. But to be fair, I watched that with the hype of knowing that Russell T Davies were coming back and that's his last episode. So maybe it might be more of a celebrating his last episode. Oh boy, was I wrong. Anyways, right, no. We'll go back to Alan's fun facts. I don't actually have many. So, the working title for this episode was Torchwood Rises. I feel like that would have been a better name than Army of Ghosts, but that might just be me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Army of Ghosts, when it's not really... I mean, I know it is an army because it's Cybermen, but considering the episode didn't really tell you it's an army, I don't know. I feel like Torchwood Rises... I don't know. Again, it's just a title name, so it's not big. And the last fact, again, there wasn't many for this episode. To keep the appearance of the Dalek secret, the final scene was removed from all preview tapes and replaced with a title card reading "Final scene withheld until transmission," including the copy given to the Doctor Who microsite fear forecast team. So, like, they really wanted to keep the Dalek reveal, like, hush hush.
How much does Dalek show up during David Tennant's thing?
This and then the 2-parter. Oh, and Journey's End and stuff. So
is that it? I
yeah.
thought it was a lot more.
No, you can't overmilk a Dalek, can you? I mean, we do, but in Jodie's especially.
Yeah, we do.
Jodie's is literally like half Dalek, I swear. But yeah, again, but apparently it got spoiled because at a drama awards thing, a Dalek appeared on stage, but before the episode had come out yet. I don't know how. I don't know what happened and how that got done, but then it kind of apparently spoiled the episode. I didn't watch the awards show at the time, so I didn't know. So I was shocked when it happened.
Neither did I. I don't know. I'm not. I think now we got over my eyes.
I would have been pissed though if I was a showman and like I'm just collecting an award and then the Dalek appears behind me like, who the fuck has spoiled my ending? But
I'm
no.
broken.
It's fine. It's fine. Right. Well, that's the end of that is the end of the episode. I hope everyone has enjoyed having Haley as a special guest. She might appear for more. She might appear for Doomsday. We do not know.
I feel like if I've done part 1, I have to do part 2.
Scheduling conflict. No. Right. We'll figure some out then. So she might be here for next episode or not. Right. Well,
she joined me on the sofa to watch it, so she became part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I guess it's been nice having a third opinion. So, yeah. Well, I hope everyone has a lovely week. Doomsday next week, obviously, probably one of the most talked about episodes in Dot 2. So that's quite exciting to be able to cover soon. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram, Whovian Wire. We post memes daily because we like memes. Yeah, so that's the end of the episode.
You're running out of them.
Yeah, I know. Right, well, yeah, I hope everyone has a good time, and I will see you next week this week. We're not sure yet if it's coming out this week. Yeah, goodbye. So, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.